There's something I'd like to give you all tonight, which is the cold. Apparently, I'm replacing someone who couldn't come because they're ill, which is funny to me because I've pure get the cold. So most of you are fine, but definitely you 2, 4, 6. You 6 people, you might just be far enough away, but definitely you 6 people are look forward to having a cold. Is what I'm saying.
I'm offering a confession. I knew that this could never last. The day that you told me you hated my David Bowie impression. I mean, seriously, how can you hate the Goblin King? And how could it ever get old being asked, would you like to see a movie or just stay in? I was hoping it wouldn't be the microphone going down in me tonight.
I'm a professional musician for a job.
There was something between the two of us that was never going to work. I always thought your time travel theories were pretty absurd. How on earth would we have raised the kids? Would they be TARDIS or DeLorean? The world doesn't really need another breakup song. There's no point agonizing over when it's all went wrong. Cause if it had to end, then it had to end. So let's put it behind us and just be friends. All that's really left to say is so long and thanks for all the sex. There were the skinny jeans and the silly scenes, the friends you pulled across your aim. I was arrogant and you were stubborn, and I always get called gay by your brother. Ours was the story of a carefree, dyslexic non-drinker, coupled with a language-loving, pedantic, consistently drunk thinker. You rubbed my tummy so I could sleep, and I'd lend you money so you could eat. She wasn't homeless. We stuck together when times were hard, but I knew it was over when you cancelled my Cine1 old card. And the world doesn't really need another breakup song. There's no point agonizing over when it's all went wrong. Cause if it had to end, then it had to end. So let's put it behind us and just be friends. All that's really left to say is the past few years have been lots of fun. I guess you and me weren't born to run. So here's that one last confession. I never really liked your mum. And the world doesn't really need another breakup song. There's no point agonizing over when it all went wrong. Cause if it had to end, then it had to end. So let's put it behind us and just be friends. All that's really left to say is the world doesn't really need another breakup song. And there's no point agonizing over when it's all went wrong. Cause if it had to end, then it had to end. So let's put it behind us and just be friends. All that's really left to say is the past few years have been lots of fun.
So I was just before I came on, I was given a wee thing to read. Apparently, I'm replacing Kat Hepburn. Is that who's not well? That's a shame for the young man that handed me this, because someone wrote a poem for her to chat her up, but she's not here. We can fairly assume now that this poem is for me. And let's see how the young man how he gets on. So it's called Kat Hepburn, or oh wait, no, because it's an acrostic. So C is for Canada, because your heart is big like the country Canada. It's quite big. A is for Australia, for the same reason. T is for Taiwan, because even though my heart is small, there is still a lot going on in it. As like him, I am quite tall and not many people like me. P is for premature proposal. After you hear this poem and decide that we should become a couple, I will probably propose to you quite quickly, as I am approaching 30 and my family are starting to get worried about me. B is for burn, as in what my friends will shout at me when you reject my premature proposal. U is for urn. This is where the shattered fragments of my dead heart will be when you reject my premature proposal. N is for nothing. After the whole proposal debacle dies down, I will just meander through the rest of my life waiting for the big sleep. The R is silent. A round of applause for the young man in the back. Really happy. And thanks, Sam, for giving me that fucking lady's poem. I got some cheap laughs. And you don't have to do anything, because I didn't write it. It's still a love song, but it's like more like a bromance love song. I probably should have written it at the time when those films were like a big deal. There's a lot of those going around, but this is one of those. I've got this friend, write me a song, he said, so I picked up my pen. All night I sat with the book in my lap, but everything I wrote was not very good. You see, it's not so easy to explain just what you mean to me. To put that down into words, it just seems absurd, but I'll try anyway. You're more than my friend, you're more than my pal. You're my tag team partner, the Joey to my Chandler, the Starsky to my Hutch. I suppose we could be like Thelma and Louise, but without the vaginas. Also, just to be totally clear, we've never killed a guy. I told you so. I just don't know quite how to explain. But let's say you went away, and wherever you went you stayed. My life would just not be the same. That's the Bloods without the Crips, or the Crips without the Bloods. Although technically they hate each other. My metaphor game isn't totally on point, but my point is I'm glad you're alive. I tried my best, I must confess. Seriously, this was my best. But you've got to understand, I love this man, and for some guys that's hard to say. Why? Because people say gay.
But you've always been there for me when I'm down. If I'm hurt or in trouble, you're always around. You've lent me money when things have gone wrong. How can I repay you? Apart from with the actual money. Oh wait, I know, I'll write you a song. So even when we're old, we'll hold the championship gold, taking first place at the Pro-Olympic Games. 'Cause you've got this friend, I'll write you a song, he said, a decision he totally doesn't regret. 'Cause we're not Morecambe and Wise, or those old Muppet guys. Statler and Waldorf, we're not even Bert and Ernie. We're you and me. So I've got this daft thing I do. It's not daft. It's a thing. So you've seen you've seen bands before. You've seen bands before. You've seen them walking around the town with their expensive the leather jackets on and the sunglasses. And all the things that the bands wear, and they've got like merchandise and they get t-shirts and all that. I've got this one t-shirt to sell, just this one, and so you can see here it says I heart SM. That's Shambles Miller, not sadomasochism. Also, there are acceptable substitutes on the back, which are Steve Martin, Sea Monkeys, Sally Magnuson, or Spider-Man, or someone pointed out earlier, the silent majority, also an acceptable substitute. This is my last song. This is also if you could buy that off me right after this, that'd be really good. Otherwise, that's my last pint. So if you could come buy this for the price of at least I'd say 3 pints, because I'd quite like to have a night. That'd be really good. This is my last song. This song is when it's the end of the world, and so you write like a sort of low energy folk song to try and get your whole. You probably hear a lot of songs like that. It's every songwriter writes one. One of the end of the world low energy folk songs to get your whole songs. That's where the phrase comes from. But this is mine. So the rapture. Oh, also it's called Rapture. But if you don't like biblical imagery, you can substitute raptors, and the song still makes sense. So the rapture's on its way, apparently. Seems like a good time to say, dear girl I like, I have always fancied you, but didn't tell you, afraid you'd break my heart. But my time is running out, as the walls of the world are crumbling down. So if you'll take my hand tonight, I'll take you out for one last night on one last town. Well, the world's about to end, so let's be more than friends, like maybe naked friends. Or we could just hold hands, walk together through what's left of this God-forsaken once great land. We could take things slow, but we are kind of on a clock, 'cause the sky is raining fire, and the rapture shows no signs of slowing up. Judgment Day, and my last chance to say, how's about it? Oh no, not that. Get your minds out the gutter. Although now that you mention it, since I am the only man in this town who hasn't been taken in the fire yet, I must be doing something right, so tonight, my dear, would you share my bed? And if the choice is between burning in the fire or being without you, well, the latter would be worse. So if you'll dance with me tonight, then our last dance can also be our first. So much. Please buy this. Have a nice night.